Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. It's your girl Jazz, and today I am reviewing the Torras L3 Bladeless neck fan. Now, I don't want you guys to be confused. I already reviewed one of the Torras neck fans, so this is a second edition. So it's a little bit, as far as price goes, it's a little bit more expensive than the original that I reviewed here. And just so you guys know that there's actually a third version of the Torras neck fan, the Coolify, which I'll be reviewing next as well. And then, of course, doing a comparison between the three. So L2's already been reviewed. L3 is what I'm doing today. And then the Coolify is the one that's going to be coming up next. And, of course, as I mentioned, I will be doing a comparison between the three to know which one is worth it or not. So as far as price goes, right off the bat, we're looking a little bit more than the L2, is about 90 bucks, which is higher than a lot of the other neck fans that I've reviewed in the past, because I also did the Arctic Air Freedom as well. Go ahead and open this up, see how it compares, or how it works actually, because we're not going to compare anything yet. So this is how it opens up to. I like the little details on it. So let's see, what does it say? Free your hands, 360-degree cooling. So it has the neck wearing, the outlet, the inlet, power indicator, charging interface, switch, blah, blah, blah. The secrets of staying cool. Dual turbo fan with powerful wind. So it's 4,000 milliamp, which is the measurement of electricity for a long battery life. We'll see exactly how long we're talking about here. It has low noise dual magnetic motor and patent pending vent design. Sounds fancy, doesn't it? Why are y'all making this thing so hard to open? Let's see. Something tells me they like orange. Just a hunch. So, unfortunately, this one only comes in white. Be nice and black too, especially considering how this can easily get dirty. So I do feel the silicone right here in the middle. I'm not feeling the gold though. But, I mean, it's a nice touch, something different other than the standard silver that we're used to seeing. And thank you, Torras, for upgrading. We have the Type-C charger, so I don't have to go find scavenger around for the other chargers, my old ones. I'm trying to see if there's any blades, because I know that the other version did have some blades in it, even though supposedly it didn't. But as on this one, I don't really see any blades, even on the inside of it. Or at least they cover it up very nicely. Let's see, what else does it come with? Natural and powerful wind, aerial dual turbine, wind stronger, scientific blowing. It has 360-degree ambient 3-dimensional wind, ambient blowing, avoids direct wind and headaches. So anytime I have a headache, I just gotta wear this. Oh, it's due to the wind. Never mind. Precision cooling, powerful wind above 70% cooling for face, gentle wind below 30% cooling for the neck. Okay, so you got both top and bottom that you're going to get the air blown at you. It's more comfortable, free to wear, fit comfortably, adjust freely. And I just read that word for word. It didn't flow at all. I can read, it just didn't sound right. Safer, patent pending design to prevent hair from getting stuck, ensuring wind without getting hair stuck. That's what they thought about us, so we don't have to worry about going bald in the back. It's more intelligent, 3 gears of powerful wind, adjustable one touch with a super endurable battery lasting. Okay, so it doesn't just blow in one direction, it blows from multiple angles. Interesting. The blowing at fixed angles for a long time would lead to headaches, dizziness, and general malaise, etc. I think that's malaise. Never seen that word. It's recommended to adjust the blowing angle timely would lessen blowing on human body, ensuring a comfortable ambient temperature for people. Sometimes reading some of these instructions just does not flow right. Blowing at high speeds blocks sweating due to the temperature drop and shutting of pores at body surface. Thus, people would feel hot, which results in no perspiration. It's recommended to blow at moderate or low speed to cool down with breeze. Okay. So it's encouraging you to adjust it, is my understanding, at a moderate to low speed. So they don't want you to use the highest speed possible. Okay. But if it's hot enough, I'm going to. And they don't want you to continuously use it for excessive blowing. You need to take a break every half hour to hour. I'm sorry, but if it's hot, it's going to continue blowing. Excessive blowing would lead to body temperature drop due to huge evaporation of perspiration. Therefore, people could be susceptible to catching a cold. I thought you caught the cold with the cold virus. So now this contains the cold virus? I'm confused. But yeah, apparently you can catch a cold. You can also get a belly ache and diarrhea, etc. I'm literally reading this word for word. I'm not making any of this up. It's recommended to take a break every half hour to hour because you don't want a diarrhea, because you do not want diarrhea. And this is scientific blowing fan tips because nobody wants to get the cold or a bellyache or diarrhea from continuous use. Interesting concept. Never thought about that. Okay. That's your humor for the day. I'm trying to figure out where the instructions are. Yes, I know I'm holding an instruction manual. The problem is some of it, okay, so it is. Some of it is in English. So it's telling us where the buttons are, put the fan charging port down, blah, blah, blah. It has soft silicone angle, can be adjusted freely. Adjust a large angle for use. Adjust a small angle for storage. When it's low, battery indicator light 1 will flash until the fan power is off. Then please plug in charging cable in time to charge. I like reading whenever things get translated. And I know it's translated because it's in other languages too. So I can only imagine. Do not use this product for strollers because if your stroller gets too hot, that's their problem, not yours. Do not put your fingers into the fan. I'm sorry, but if you got fingers that are small enough to fit through this, I'm not sure if you deserve it or not. I know that's kind of rude to say, but that's kind of my opinion if your fingers are that small. Fingernails I can understand a little bit more, but your actual fingers. Alright, so anyways, enough about that. Oh, here's battery life. It is forbidden to disassemble, strike, squeeze, or throw into fire. It's forbidden, you guys. If there is severe bloating, do not continue to use it. Do not place in high temperature environment. But if it's high temperature, wouldn't there be a reason? Okay. I'm just going to leave it at that. Because otherwise I'm going to have a lot of questions about this. Let's start a wonderful journey. All right. Now back. Oh, wait. We need to know what else comes with it. So we got the charger. And that's pretty much the only accessory that's going to come with this. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put it on. Try it out. It is very flexible, you guys. So apparently you're supposed to wear it when it's really large versus this is storage. Just to make sure that you guys understand that. So I'm going to put the right on the right side and the left on the left side. And where did the buttons go? Oh, it's that way. Duh. All right. I couldn't even put it in closer. Clearly I have a thick neck. Go figure. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. I don't feel any air in the back, so I'm not sure how's that 360. Let me see if the turn it up a little bit higher. I feel obviously more air on the top portion of it, not necessarily on the bottom, but I'm pretty sure as I start, I'm really not in an environment to sweat right now, but if I do start sweating, I'll probably be able to, because of the wetness, feeling that air blow on it. So right now I have it on the highest speed possible. And I feel a little bit on my face. Nice and cool. But I'm in a controlled temperature environment, so if I wanted to cool it down or warm it up, pretty much just turn on the AC or heat, which if you turn on the heat, what is wrong with you? Why? So it has 4 milliamps for a long battery life. So how long is the battery life exactly? Because I did mention that. For starters, if you have it a completely dead device, it takes 2.5 hours to fully charge from dead to... That's pretty good. Well, I mean, if you're in a rush and you don't want to have to wait 2.5 hours, so not too bad as far as battery life, especially if you're going to just charge it overnight. Now, the battery life is going to be subjective. Of course, if you have it on a setting, high, medium, or low, it's going to affect the battery life. But it does state that it has an average battery life of about 8 hours, so pretty much an entire full workday. And as I mentioned previously, unless you want belly aches and diarrhea and all that stuff, only use it for half an hour to an hour at a time. So therefore, your entire workday, if you are working outside, first of all, I have to applaud you because I could never. You'll be able to use it throughout the day for an entire work shift, an 8-hour work shift. Can't complain about that. So at this point, I've given you just about all the details that I can give you. So I'm going to go outside, which I really don't want to do it. But I'm going to go ahead and go outside for you guys. I'm doing this for you guys. To see how it works in a non-controlled environment outside, because there's no AC that I could just easily flick on and be comfortable. Because if I could, trust me, I sure would. But let's go ahead and head outside. All right, so I'm outside. Let's see one second. Let me see how it feels outside. So it is currently 98 degrees outside. So if I seem a little grumpy, you understand why. So I currently have it on the highest setting. If you're going to wear it, I suggest giving a little bit of space right here between your neck and the actual fan, so that way you get a little bit more of a circulation, and that way it can tilt a little bit more versus have it right on the back of your neck. Overall, to me, it doesn't feel too much different than any other of the neck fans that I've reviewed in the past, and that includes the L2 Torras light fan, the Arctic Air. There's nothing specifically a wow factor, in my opinion. The airflow may be a little bit stronger, if anything, and I'm just guessing since I don't have all of the devices sitting in front of me to compare them directly. But don't worry, I will be doing that for you guys. Overall, I can't really justify paying $90 for this thing when I can go get one that's easily 40, maybe 50 bucks, if not cheaper. So overall, it does work. It does keep me cooler. I don't feel like I'm ready to run inside right this second. But I can't justify the cost of it. And yes, I did feel my hair get caught into some of these vent holes. It's not fun. Let me put it like that. So even though it does have technology that is supposed to help prevent that from happening, from your hair getting twisted in there, it can still happen, unfortunately. So overall, I suggest saving your money and don't spend, 90 bucks on this thing? But that's just my 2 cents, and as I mentioned before, I'll be doing a comparison between all 3 of the Torras neck fans as well as the Arctic Air Freedom, which is going to be your as seen on TV neck fan. So make sure that you subscribe so that way you can check that one out. If you have any other questions, please drop them down below. I'll try to answer them as best as I can. In the meantime, stay tuned, stay jazzy. Thanks for watching, guys.